Hello students. So today we have to start with topic fertilization. So what is fertilization? It is the fusion of nuclei of male and female gamete. And where these gametes are produced, we have to read further. So in flowering plants, pollen grains, these are the male gamete, and where they are produced? In the anther of the stamen. Second, ovule inside the ovary, these are the female gamete, and these are produced in the carpel of the flower. So here, detailed description of pollen grain. So mature pollen grains, they have a cell with double wall. Outer wall is known as axine and inner wall is known as intine. Inside the wall, we have nucleus. So here we are having two nucleus. One is tube nucleus, second is generative nucleus. So at this stage, pollen is transferred to the stigma by pollination. Further changes in pollen grain occur only जब pollination से pollen stigma के ऊपर पहुंच गया है, उसके बाद उसमें जो changes होंगी वो तभी हो सकती हैं if it fall on the plant of same species. For example, रोज के pollen एक फ्लावर से दूसरे फ्लावर तक अगर पहुंच रहे हैं, रोज के ही फ्लावर पे अगर फॉल करेंगे, देन वो आगे प्रोसेस में पार्टिसिपेट करेगा. अगर रोज के पोलन वीट के ऊपर फॉल कर रहे हैं तो आगे उसकी प्रोसेस कंटिन्यू नहीं हो पाएगी. सो सेम स्पीशी होना जरूरी है. देन कम्स ओव्यूल. ओव्यूल जो है, दिस इज द इनर पार्ट ऑफ द ओवरी. ओव्यूल जो है, आफ्टर फर्टिलाइजेशन, आफ्टर होल प्रोसेस, इट बिकम्स सीड एंड ओवरी चेंजेस इनटू फ्रूट. ऑल राइट. सो अगर आपके ओवरी में सिंगल ओव्यूल है, जो भी हम प्लांट या फ्लावर स्टडी कर रहे हैं, इफ इट इज हैविंग ओनली सिंगल ओव्यूल, तो उससे क्या बनेगा? सिंगल सीडेड फ्रूट बनेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंगो. मैंगो के अंदर एक ही सीड है. देन वी हैव मेनी ओव्यूल्स इफ प्रेजेंट, दे प्रोड्यूस मेनी सीडेड फ्रूट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल गावा, टोमेटो, ऑरेंज, सभी में बहुत सारे सीड्स होते हैं. सो यहाँ पे बहुत सारे ओव्यूल्स भी होंगे तभी इतने सीड्स बने. So let's see the structure of ovule in detail. So each ovule has one or two protective covering. उसके बाहर coverings होती हैं, one हो सकती हैं, two, उसे बोलते हैं integuments. Integuments जो हैं, they have a small opening at one end which is known as micropyle. Micropyle क्यों है? For the entry of pollen tube. जहाँ से male gamete enter करेंगे ovule के अंदर, वो उस एरिया को बोलेंगे micropyle. ओके, देन इनक्लोज्ड बाय इंटेगुमेंट. इंटेगुमेंट के अंदर बहुत सारे सेल्स पड़े, उसे बोलते हैं न्यूसेलस. न्यूसेलस के बीच में एक ओवल स्ट्रक्चर पड़ी हुई है जिसे बोला जाता है एम्ब्रियो सैक. नाउ यू कैन व्यू दिस हियर इन द डायग्राम. तो ये हमारे पास, दिस इज द ओव्यूल, राइट. ओव्यूल इज कवर्ड बाय इंटेगुमेंट्स, राइट. इंटेगुमेंट्स आर देयर. Then inside nucellus is there, and we have here embryo sac. I want you to show this image on the board also, which I have drawn during the class. So this is the structure of ovule. Here you can see these are the coverings. So these are known as integuments. Inside integument, mass of cell is there. So it is known as nucellus. And inner to nucellus we have oval structure known as embryo sac. So here is the detailed image of embryo sac. This is how it looks from inside. You can see here, this lower end is its micropylar end and the ovule end which is closed from this side. Here this is micropyle and opposite to micropyle, here it is chalaza end. So we have some cells which are present in the embryo sac. Antipodal cells, these are present on chalazal end, and egg apparatus having synergid and egg cell, this is present on micropylar end. So you can see here in the center secondary nucleus is there, or you can say two polar nuclei are there. So in total 7 cells are there, or 8 nucleus are there. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 nucleus are there. Or if we count the number of cells, then total, how many cells are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and center one 7. Total 7-celled stage is there. Alright, so this was the internal structure of ovule. Then we have germination of pollen grain. The pollen grain, they only germinate when they fall on the stigma of plant of same species. Otherwise it will disintegrate, it will damage, वो disappear हो जाएगा. So pollen on falling on the stigma, जब pollen गिरेंगे stigma के ऊपर, उसके बाद stigma will secrete some chemical, some sugar will be produced. This will stimulate the pollen grain and pollen grain will germinate. How germination happen? So this is pollen grain, and when the inner wall start growing outward making a pollen tube like structure, so this is germination of pollen grain. So pollen tube will be produced from the pollen. It will carry at its tip two type of nucleus. टिप के ऊपर दो न्यूक्लियस होंगे, वन इज ट्यूब न्यूक्लियस, सेकंड इज जनरेटिव न्यूक्लियस. जो जनरेटिव न्यूक्लियस है, इट विल फर्दर डिवाइड एंड इट विल प्रोड्यूस टू न्यूक्लियाई विच इज नोन एज स्पर्म न्यूक्लियाई, और यू कैन ऑल्सो से मेल गेमीट न्यूक्लियाई. यू कैन सिंपली कॉल इट मेल गेमीट ऑल्सो. So at this stage we are having total 3 nucleus, 1 tube nucleus and 2 male gamete nucleus. Okay, then pollen tube further grow through stigma and style by dissolving the tissue of the style. तो कैसे मूव करेगी pollen tube style से? यहाँ के tissues को dissolve करते जाएगी with the help of enzyme and finally it reaches to the embryo sac. ठीक है, ओव्यूल तक रीच करेगी, फिर एंटर करेगी एम्ब्रियो सैक में थ्रू द माइक्रोपाइल. व्हेन पोलन ट्यूब एंटर्स इनटू द माइक्रोपाइल, ये पूरी डायरेक्शन जो है, पूरा पाथवे जो है पोलन ट्यूब ने कैसे कवर किया, अंडरलाइन कीजिए. ट्यूब न्यूक्लियस डायरेक्ट द ग्रोथ ऑफ पोलन ट्यूब ऑल द वे डाउन. सो किसने क्लियर किया इस पाथ को? ट्यूब न्यूक्लियस ने पोलन ट्यूब को गाइड किया, हेल्प किया to reach up to the ovule. So the pollen tube entered one of the synergid and then released 2 sperm nuclei. Pollen tube जब embryo sac में enter करेगी तो अंदर वो it will release 2 sperm nuclei और 2 male gamete. Now what happened next? अभी 2 male gamete हैं. One male gamete fuses with egg cell and it produces zygote. Another male gamete fuses with polar nuclei and it forms endosperm. क्या प्रोड्यूस करेंगे? एंडोस्पर्म न्यूक्लियस. One male gamete fuses with egg cell producing zygote. Another male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus present in the center. It produces endosperm. So look here on the board. So you can see one male gamete fuses with egg cell. How many nucleus are there? 2. So zygote is produced by their fusion. So how many nucleus it is containing? 2n. Right? Second sperm nuclei or male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus. How many nucleus are there? 1 from here, 2 here in the center. Total 3 nucleus are there. So endosperm is known as 3n structure. Alright? So when 3 nucleus fuse together for the formation of endosperm, this is known as triple fusion. So you can get a question like this: what do you mean by triple fusion? You need to explain. When one male gamete fuses with 2 polar nuclei, that means total 3 nucleus fused together, it is called triple fusion and endosperm is produced. Now tell me, how many fertilizations, how many fusions overall take place? One fusion which lead to the formation of zygote, second fusion which lead to the formation of endosperm. So in total, two fusions are there. Hence, fertilization in plant is known as double fertilization. So this is another question. What do you mean by double fertilization? So look here. One sperm nucleus fuses with egg cell nucleus and another fuses with 2 polar nuclei. So both the fusions are known as double fertilization. In next topic we have fate of floral part after fertilization. That means what is happening to the floral part next after fertilization. So petal, stamen, style and stigma, they fall off. वो झड़ जाएंगे, गिर जाएंगे. Calyx, हो सकता है केलेक्स इट मे इधर फॉल ऑफ और मे रिमेन इन अ ड्राइड फॉर्म, गिर भी सकती है वो या फिर वो ड्राई फॉर्म में रह सकते हैं केलेक्स मतलब सेपल्स। ब्रिंजल के केस में ड्राइड सेपल्स आर प्रेजेंट। ओके, वेरी क्लियर। लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज द ब्रिंजल, तो ये जो ग्रीन स्ट्रक्चर ऐसे अटैच होती है ब्रिंजल को, दीज आर द सेपल्स और केलेक्स ऑफ द ब्रिंजल, और ये इंटैक्ट रहती है, ये विदर ऑफ नहीं करती। What happened to ovary? It enlarges to form fruit. Ovary wall it changes into fruit wall. And ovary wall जो है it can be dry, hard or it can be fleshy. It depend upon the type of fruit. For example, in case of tomato, then grapes वहाँ पे कैसी है, fleshy है। Dry and hard कौन से केस में होगी, जैसे हमारे पास है walnut है, लीची है, वहाँ पे वो dry हो जाएगी। What happened to ovule next? Those become seeds. So fruit contain one or more seed which are developed from one or more ovule present in the ovary, and these are attached to the ovary by placenta. So when the fruit is ripe, seed contained inside are released by one or other method and they grow into new plants in suitable condition. So नया plant कहाँ से मिलेगा? From the seeds. So this was all for today, right? Read these pages very well, and if you find any doubt you can ask in tomorrow's class. Hello students, so in today's class we have discussed review questions of chapter number 5. First we are having multiple choice question. So which one of the following is one of the characteristic of pollinated flower, self pollinated flower? So answer is stigma and anther, because they mature at same time, so this is a feature of self pollinated flower. Exine and intine are the part of what? Those are the part of pollen grain. Next we have state the name of chief pollinating agent against the corresponding plant by choosing from those given in the bracket. So look here, Dahlia, it is pollinated by butterflies. Maize, it is pollinated by wind. Vallisneria, pollinated by water. Next we have match the column. Generative nucleus, this belongs to male nuclei. Germ pore, pollen tube. Exine, this is rough. Secondary nucleus, it produces endosperm nucleus. Integument, these converted into testa. Egg nucleus, it participates in fertilization. Next we have fill in the blanks. So transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of same flower, this is called autogamy. Different timing for maturation of gynoecium and androecium, this is called dichogamy. Dash is a flower, water pollinated flower. Vallisneria is water pollinated flower. In next question, name the part of the ovary which give rise to. So seed is produced from ovule, fruit is developed from ovary, fruit wall, this is developed from ovarian wall. Next we have give one word or term for the following. Flower which contain both male and female part. Bisexual flower. Arrangement of flower on a stem, this is called inflorescence. When pollen grain of a flower reach to the stigma of the same flower, this is called self-pollination. When maturation timing of reproductive parts in a flower is different, dichogamy. When stigma and anther don't grow up to same height, so this favor cross-pollination and it is known as heterostyly. Pollination by insect, entomophily. Pollination by birds, ornithophily. Next we have short question answers. So explain the following terms. So you have to give down the definitions of all these three. Next question, what happened to the following after fertilization? So ovules converted into seed. Calyx, this may or may not stay in the plant. So you can write may or may not fall. Petals, they always fall off. Stamens, they also fall off from the flower. Mention two contrivances in flower which favor cross pollination. Contrivances means barrier, hindrance. ऐसे बैरियर जिसकी वजह से क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन फेवर हो रही है. यू कैन राइट हियर अबाउट हेट्रोस्टाइली एंड हर्कोगैमी. यू कैन ऑल्सो मेंशन डाइकोगैमी. Move to next question. What are the advantages of following? So long feathery stigma. You have to read wind pollination, insect pollination and water pollination, and afterwards you will get your answers for these parts. Alright, you need to find your answers by yourself. Next, you have to mention advantages and disadvantages of cross pollination. 4 points for each. Alright. Next, we are having structure based question. In first question, you need to draw the diagram of pollen grain and then write about its function. In next question, pollen grain, germinating pollen grain is given. First, you need to label the diagram. So, 1 is exine, 2 is germ pore, then 3 is pollen tube, 4 is tube nucleus, and 5 is generative nucleus. So, where does germination of pollen grain take place and how? First, you have to answer it take place on the stigma. Second, when stigma secrete sugary substance that stimulate pollen grain and which help in germination of pollen grains. Function of part 4. So tube nucleus, what is the function of it? It is already given in your book. It direct the pollen tube toward the embryo sac. That means it help in the direction. What happened to part 5? So part 5 is generative nucleus. Division will take place and 2 male gamete nuclei will be produced. In next question, diagrammatic representation of process of fertilization. So you can see carpel is given here, pollens are here, pollen tube is growing and it is moving inside the embryo sac. So first label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 is style, 2 is pollen tube, then we have 3, these are polar nuclei, 4 embryo sac, 5 antipodal cell, 6 micropyle. Now next question, what happens to ovary and ovule after fertilization? Ovary change into fruit and ovule change into seed. Function of synergid, they provide nourishment to the egg cell. Here, what part does stigma play in the process of fertilization? It receives pollen grains. It helps in the germination of pollen grains. So this was all for today.